welcome to another video. Where are we? We're Tuesday in week 7 of lockdown, and just coming out of Grantham, just going over the A1. There's a lot of talk about the lockdown effectively starting to fray around the edges, and I think looking at the traffic on the A1 here, yeah, it definitely is. So as I say, it's a Tuesday afternoon, where what our time are we? 2 o'clock time, and yeah, it's a lot busier. I did come up about 3 weeks ago. I can't remember what day of the week it was, but it was early afternoon, and I must have waited a couple of minutes and there was no vehicles on the A1. And I did think at the time, you know, you probably will never see that again. You can probably hear the traffic is just continuous. So to be fair, a chunk of it is lorries, but there are a lot of them. So I think businesses are going back. Businesses and employers are going back to work. People have run out of money, and I think the novelty of having a paid holiday for some sitting at home, or an unpaid holiday for others sitting at home, has probably worn off. But anyway, I'll carry on my ride and see you shortly. So I just came off the road. This is the kind of track that proves the flexibility of having a gravel bike. So it gets me every time. I see a track like this, I think, oh, should I go down it? Yeah. So yeah, I'm really enjoying having the gravel bike at the moment. I used to come along some of these tracks on my mountain bike a few years ago, and I've not been down them for quite a while. And one of the things I've noticed in this lockdown period is you only need to come down tracks like this, and it's amazing how quickly kind of wildlife has taken over. I came down this track about 2 weeks ago. It was late afternoon, probably about 5 o'clock time, and there was an owl just swooping along, just cruising along, sort of flying a bit like a Lancaster bomber going at a dam. But yeah, it was an owl just down here, which is quite amazing when it's light at tea time. So it's been a really nice ride actually today. Windy when I expected it was going to be. So I think by the time I'm back it's going to be about 30 miles, just over 30 miles. Lovely day. I think if it wasn't for the wind it would be really warm, but it is quite a cold, there's a coldness in the wind. So in the last few weeks I've got quite into looking at my VeloViewer statistics. If you don't know, it's have a look at VeloViewer.com. Basically it links to your Strava account, and if you're like a data nerd, you'll love it. It gives you every little number you can ever think of, loads and loads of analysis. But I hadn't really looked at it in depth before, and a few weeks ago I noticed this thing called Explorer tiles, and what it basically does, it divides the country into squares, and basically you colour in the squares by riding through them. So you've got a couple of different sets of numbers. You've got the overall number of squares that you've ridden through, which obviously can be quite extensive, but then you've got, if you ride around and you leave a couple of squares uncoloured, they stop you forming a, let's say, a large 12 by 12 square, for instance. So basically you've got to ride through them and to create the biggest block that you can. So I'm currently on 13 by 13 block, so I need to colour in a few more squares so I can get to a 14 by 14, 15 by 15, and obviously as you go along, to colour in the squares you've got to ride further and further from home, so obviously it gets harder as you go along. But basically the last couple of weeks I've been going around filling in the squares closer to home just to increase my space. I think a couple of weeks ago I was on 10 by 10, now I'm on 13 by 13, so it is quite addictive filling in the squares and trying to work some of them out, because on a couple there's no roads that actually go through them, so I've had to look where you can maybe ride down a bridleway or something to enable you to fill in that square. So you're definitely going to need a mountain bike or a gravel bike, or you're going to have to walk on a footpath through certain ones, but it's good fun and I quite enjoyed doing it. So if you get a chance, have a look at VeloViewer. It's quite useful anyway for the statistics which it gives you. Well, that was a tough 12, 13 miles back, homeward leg. Planned that too well, back route too well, bearing in mind the wind. But never mind, I'm normally good at doing that sort of thing. Just wanted to mention James Morrison. He runs he's another cycling vlogger. You'll find his channel at James Social Cycling. I'll put a link down below. But I just thought I'd mention, in May he's doing a bit of a challenge for mental health, challenging himself, trying to raise a bit of money. And his challenge to himself is to ride 20 miles every day during May. It's actually Mental Health Awareness Week later on in May, so it'd be great if you could support him. Just take a look at his channel, follow what he's doing. It was a little bit, every little bit helps, and you know, obviously with the lockdown a lot of charities are really struggling for money. So James is putting himself through something he's never ridden. He's going to end up doing 600 odd miles. He's never ridden much more than 500 before, so it's quite a big thing for him. It's not actually that easy to ride 20 miles a day every single day of the month without missing one. So you know, it's quite a big thing that he's doing, so it'd be great if you could take a look at his channel and support him. That'd be great. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop a comment down below, support James, and if there's anything in the future you'd like to see, just drop me a comment. That'd be great. Okay, don't forget to click the bell, and I'll see you soon. See you in a few days. Bye.